Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? It is Monday, February 26, 2024, 6:24 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:24 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning and welcome to the show. Let me do an audio visual check and say hello to my friends and take a few chart requests. Good morning, Shake and Bake. Hey, Hector, Marvin. Perfect Night Truck, thank you. Hey, Tom. Yeah, Jeremiah's accepting mentees. Hey, Shake and Bake, Clifton. Rob, good morning. Hey, Greg. Sam, Topher. Sam, Casey, Donald B, Spaceball 1, Tess, Paula, Chris, Jill, Success, Bullstrike, Mike, Anu, Benoit, Christian, Mark. Hey, Bill. Hey, Chris, good morning. If y'all could remember to hit the like button, that'd be wonderful. Okay, let me go back up to the top and see if I have any chart requests. BRTX. Let's see what you got, Success. I like ye. Potential weekly bull flag. There ain't nothing wrong with that chart. Daily uptrend, beautiful, nice bounce off the daily 50 MA. If I haven't made y'all a daily 50 MA believer yet, I don't think I ever will because it's just so solid. So solid. It looks great. You have enough room for a daily high or low on any consolidation. Hola. Hey, Lucas, Mark. Hey, M. Salim. I don't know why Nightbot edits some people's emojis and not others. I don't understand. Sorry about that. Hey, Mary. Nestor. All right. Anybody else have a chart request? If not, we'll get started with the show a little early today. There's nothing wrong with a good morning. That's right. Here's a chart that my husband asked me about this weekend, and I'm like, wait a minute, that has a squeeze. They have earnings tomorrow. This could be a very volatile earnings reaction. Look at that squeeze. I hadn't looked at this one in a long time. You're welcome, Success. Awesome. This is in disarray. It is in the gap fill below 106.80. Bulls bought the dip with a long lower wick. Bulls buying the dip. However, we are in that gap fill territory. It could be a weekly bull flag. Let's see what bulls can do now. Can they hold Friday's low and do something with this? Make it an inverse head and shoulders. Just do something. It's like they fall over every time they get a good running start, then they fall. Yeah, I look at nat gas every day. So, well, do I? I sometimes whine and pout and I don't look at it, so I guess that's not accurate. Up 7%. 4-hour uptrend. Daily 12 EMA is still resistance and has been for most of the year. Last month at least. Bulls need to get over 1792 to change the character of the chart. You're welcome. DKNG. Daily downtrend. Potential weekly bull flag. If this daily downtrend doesn't get followed through, that could be the bull flag on a higher time frame. Resistance 42.60. Friday's high. Good Monday morning to you. Ray, you're welcome, Christian. I saw your comment, Tom, about my nephew being a mentor, and it made me write some notes down. I hope I can help you reset after last week. So I'll start with those notes actually. Let's get started. Good morning. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you're going to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, that would be much appreciated. We currently have a giveaway, and you can enter by clicking on the link that's in the chat. It's pinned to the top. We're giving away 3 monthly memberships, 3 1-month access to Chart Guys. How about that? I never say it correctly the first time. So all you have to do is sign up for our emails and you are entered into the giveaway. We also have a cannabis hub now. So on Chart Guys, under resources, we have a all things cannabis hub. All things related to cannabis. It's just beautiful. It just took my breath away. Made me speechless, and we know that doesn't happen often. So check that out, the cannabis hub. All right, as far as economic calendar, we have new home sales today at 10 a.m. We have GDP Wednesday, PCE Thursday, ISM on Friday. Overall, we're looking more bullish than bearish, duh. Apple is a standout bear, and so is Bitcoin right now. So, did I check that right? Yep. So Bitcoin's a standout bear. Now let's go look at the charts. Actually, before we look at the charts, let's do this. I have some notes that are off screen. I copy and paste these for TCG members when I'm done. But I'm going to give you this portion of the note. Let's see if you can see it. The playbook is the most important piece to your trading journey, is developing and refining your playbook. I'm constantly refining my playbook. If you watch me over the last 2 years, you've seen me start implementing gap rules. I've started implementing beach ball, and yet prior day high, low close. Y'all have seen my trading evolve. The playbook is a evolving thing, but it's the most important piece to your trading. Is what type of setups work, and you have to back test them. The second thing is to audit your results to see if your setups remain valid, constantly auditing your results. And then finally, implementation of the playbook. So there's one thing to have a playbook, but how are you implementing it? What are your triggers? Are you waiting for triggers? And proper risk management and proper exits. And by triggers, the Fib Queen, she used to say, no trigger, no trade. So you need a trigger to trigger you into the trade. And I think that's an often overlooked piece to trade setups. Okay, you may have a setup like oversold bounce play, but what is the trigger to get in? And that's the most important piece of the whole thing. All right, so those are my little notes to Tom to help you with a reset. Cannabis volatility should be incoming, yes. We're waiting on that vote. All right, we're in a daily uptrend, potential daily bull flag. There's nothing bearish about this chart except for the bearish RSI divergence. So we made a lower low on RSI while price made a higher high. That is the only bearish thing that I can find in this chart. The second thing that is bearish under the hood is Apple. Apple is weak sauce. It's finally, okay, it reclaimed Friday's low. It was gapping down earlier. Super weak, on the verge of losing the 200 daily MA. So Apple is weak and remains a key piece to the market. The market has a lot of strength without Apple, which is impressive. So they need Apple to start bouncing sooner than later to keep the momentum going. That's right. You start quoting Bob Marley, you get my attention. No woman, no cry. All right, so ES, again, bullish. 4 hour, got a tiny lower low without follow through, makes us zoom out, look for that bull flag on the higher time frame, which we do have one forming on the daily. NASDAQ, same thing, potential daily bull flag. It's showing some relative strength this morning where it had relative weakness on Friday. It has the strength, and RTY is now weak. RTY, a daily lower high, is the more likely scenario. So if you're looking for a bearish play, I would say RTY would be the bearish play I'd be looking at because the daily lower high is the more likely scenario. Dow, there's nothing bearish about this chart. There's nothing bearish about new all-time highs, potential daily bull flag. VIX was green overnight. It's giving back a little bit, and you'll have to forgive my terrible drawing. Y'all know my drawing's not that great with the magnet on, but this could be a little inverse head and shoulders. That would be not so good for the market if that were to play out. 1364 is your support. So we lost the daily EQ support of 1375, but only by 11 cents. So I would call it a double bottom for now. Market bulls want to see this go break the 1364 more decisively. Hang Seng was red overnight. DAX was green. Bitcoin, the daily chart is fine. However, we have hourly EMAs that are overhead. It looks like it's trying to get its bounce on right here. All right, Bitcoin bulls, I see you. They're making enough room for an hourly higher low on the next pullback. Support 50,900, resistance 51,600. Good morning, Trey. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Daniel. All right. Hey, KK. So ETH, we're looking for an hourly lower high on this one as well, but it has made room for a higher low here. Dollar is weak, and that is good for the market. They typically are inverse, so it's good that dollar still has continued weakness. The question is, have we set our monthly lower high? And we lost daily support. It increases the odds that that monthly lower high is now set. Gold is benefiting from dollar weakness ever so slightly. It has an EQ right now. Considering how weak the dollar is, gold's really not taking advantage of this opportunity. The prison guard is not by the prison door right now, the dollar, so gold should be running a lot further. Oil. Potential 4-hour bear flag. I did not notice this earlier when I was looking at oil. Potential 4-hour bear flag. We got a weekly double top last week. We've lost daily support and 4-hour bear flag. And nat gas is trying to change the overall tune of the chart. They need to get over 1792. Your key support 1.581. All right, Apple. Apple, I've already bashed it enough. We're potentially losing the daily 200 MA. This is put up or shut up for the bulls today. They need to reclaim the 200 MA and then go get over that freaking daily 50 MA. Apple has been so weak. I don't know if Buffett is still has his hand on the sell button. It's what it feels like. It's so heavy. But I'm just now noticing this potential 4-hour inverse head and shoulders on Apple. Let's see if this can play out. It needs to get over Friday's high in order to prove it. And I just wanted to show y'all something. Apple is infamous. Do you see this? 184.96 was Thursday's high. Friday, 185.04. We broke that Thursday's high by 8 cents and then fell. Apple does that all the time. It's just something I like to make note of. Look, it lost support, 182.46. It hit 182.23, but did not get followed through. So Apple loves to do that, and I love to make note when charts hold support and resistance pretty exactly, like JPM, than those that have a lot of fake breaks. Amazon's gapping up. Gap rules apply. We are not at all-time highs. However, we are gapping up to new 52-week highs. And if you're new around here, gap rules just means if it comes back and bulls defend Friday's high, that is a long signal. Turn and burn. Yeah, Berkshire was unbelievable. 160 something billion on hand. Crazy. I don't know success if I would be shorting Apple with the market strength, but if the market were to start to tumble, then yes, I like that idea. Let me drink a sip of water. Friday, we had a large range on NVIDIA. We're opening up in the middle of said range. We got earnings back here. So we had a $50 range on Friday and we're opening up right in the middle. Let me just, even though this is one of the more volatile charts out there, a daily inside bar is likely today on NVIDIA. I'm not saying it will happen. It is likely. The odds are high that it would stay inside. Let me look at this. The average true range on NVIDIA is $30 a day. So $31, highest than it's ever been. Okay, so the probability that it's going to scale more than $31 to get outside of this inside bar are low. I hope that makes sense. Why am I trying to delete ATR, not those? All right. So NVIDIA looks bullish overall, and I would still look to it for correlation plays for SMCI and ARM. Tesla is reclaiming the low of Friday. It was gapping down earlier. It's reclaimed it. It's over the 15-minute EMAs. It is not over the hourly EMAs, but it's making room for an hourly higher low as long as it holds the low of Friday. Tesla could still be a weekly bear flag. Bulls have to prove it. Prove that it's not. I drank that water too fast. That's right, Casey Jomo. All right, here are my Queen of the Mountain trades. A firm short, shocker. I know, absolute shocker. I bet you couldn't have predicted that. As long as this keeps working, I'm going to keep trading it. A firm short against 37.63. And if it breaks 37.63, I would wait for a entry closer to the high of Friday, 38.68. ARM, I like to the long side. We're gapping up. Gap rules apply. Share unlock March 12th. So we would expect some heaviness then when insiders are allowed to sell. 90% of the ARM float is held by insiders. So that's why bulls are able to squeeze it, because we only have 10% available float. So gap rules, as long as bulls are defending Friday's high as support, that is a long signal. Sound, got the NVDA stake that NVDA has ownership in it news, and it exploded and it's been going sideways ever since. It has a high compression squeeze on the 4-hour and a regular squeeze on the hourly. It's got a nice tight range. I love this chart. I like it to the long side. If it were to break down, of course, the idea would be busted. And snow, let's see. Potential weekly bull flag, an hourly EQ with a squeeze. See this squeeze on snow? I was just reading some fundamentals on snow, how good this company is, how their cash is good, their sales are good, and I'm not a fundamental trader, but it made me go look at the chart and I saw the potential weekly bull flag, and I like the way this one moves. When you trade options on it, it can really have some giddy up. So I like that long. All right, what do y'all need me to look at? I have a few more minutes here. I went through my charts rather fast. I still like GS. I freaking love this daily squeeze. However, we got some upper wicks of profit taking up here. And the size of the pullback was so big on Friday that now bears could look to top fish that 39679. It's just not a good place for a bull entry, but I do like the daily chart still. AMD. I like AMD. I like this tightening range on the daily. It almost made my list this morning for Queen of the Mountain long. The problem is we're so far away from Friday's high. So it could be like NVIDIA where we end up with an inside bar, which is fine. That's not bearish. But it's just the distance we are away from Friday's high made me back away from this long idea. NUB. Potential weekly bull flag. This is a bullish chart. Hourly uptrend, anything over the low of Friday is an hourly higher low. Plenty of room for it to be set. Bullish chart. SMCI. We've got a tightening range here on the daily. It could tighten up the rest of the week with the size of this range. We have enough room for a daily higher low, and you have a gap here at 77250. It's opening up in the middle of Friday's very, very large range. I love this stock. If I could kiss a stock, I'd kiss this one. Sorry, Classy Kent, it deleted because you had a lot of emojis. Sorry about that. Okay, IBM. Potential weekly bull flag. I feel like I'm saying that over and over and over. Right now, it could be a daily diamond bearish reversal pattern. You got a higher low, higher high, lower low. Now odds favor a lower high compared to 188.95. But again, the weekly looks fine. The hourly looks fine. All right. LI had earnings. They're up on earnings, up 11%. They're over this 38.48. So your next resistance is $41. Gap rules apply. You know what to do. MSOS, daily uptrend. Anything over Friday's low is an hourly higher low. Anything over 864 is a 4-hour higher low. Bulls have given themselves room for a daily higher low. Okay, can I cover coin? That looks good. Someone was claiming this is a cup and handle. Typically, you want the right side to be lower than the left side for it to be a cup. This is just a series of, that's a higher high. That's what it is. So it did get a daily lower low. I like the squeeze on the hourly chart. I really do. That could be a good long. AKRO, it gave back a lot of Friday's move, that big upper wick of profit taking. You've given back a lot at this point, and bears will be looking to top fish 27.66. So whenever someone asks me, should they take profit, I will always tell you yes, at least on partial, because if you're asking, then you may have too big of size or you're questioning yourself. I will always say yes. So, but that was a pretty big pullback on Friday. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to go get ready for the live stream in the chat room. TCGers, I'll see y'all in 12 minutes. Use stop losses.